early in the morning.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast with Corey Cotter and Sam Zayden. Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. UK. And UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Good morning, lovely people, and welcome to the breakfast show here on Monday morning. Sammy boy, how are we?
Yeah, good mate, good. Can't complain. What about you?
Very, very good, mate. I've had a few birthdays over the weekend, so I'm 95% birthday cake at the moment, mate. I can barely move in my chair. So it's a very, very good weekend, Sammy boy. You got a birthday today as well, don't you, mate?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my 5-year-old son, mate. So that's his birthday today. Mine's on Friday. My daughter's next week sometime, mate. It's just, November's a very expensive month for me, mate.
Very, very expensive month, and a month of bloody absolute calories, mate. I cannot move a single muscle. I don't want to see a birthday cake for the rest of the year. So sick of that. Sick of that.
Hey, aren't you coming next week?
Mate, if my body physically allows me to come, then I'll be there. But if not, probably not. But how are we, everyone? Monday morning. How's everybody's weekends? We are approaching the return to the Premier League, so I'm sure everyone is very, very happy. Guys, before we get into the swing of things, if I could please get you all to put a quick like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you've already not, and just hit that little bell notification so you guys know when me and Semi's ugly heads are about to go live. That'd be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. But guys, a little bit of a run through today's show. So we're going to have a look at all of the lads from the Toon who went away on international duty. Oh yeah, if you could open that, that'd be nice, Dad. My dad's already interrupting the show. Yeah, we're going to have a look at all the players who've gone away on international duty. Some pretty good performances all around, bar maybe one. We'll have a little bit of a look at the Manchester City game and a few stories around the Toon. Obviously, Sandro Tonali had to withdraw from international duty due to a little bit of a knock or a little bit of illness. So we'll talk about that. But first, Sammy boy, the German lads, Nick Woltemate and Malik Thiaw defeated Luxembourg 2-0. Big Nick started the game and got 2 goals once again, mate. The bloke is an absolute German machine. Unfortunately for Malik Thiaw, he did come off the bench with about 10 minutes to go. But he did see the German lads. He helped them out to a clean sheet against Luxembourg, which was to be expected. But another 2 goals for Big Nicky, Sam. Very, very good news for all of us people at the Toon.
Definitely, mate. The more goals, the better, mate. That way he gets his confidence flying, mate. That's what we want. Bring him back to the Toon, absolutely flying and rearing to go for that City game.
100%, 100%. I don't know, did you be able to watch the game, Sammy, or any of the highlights from that game at all?
I saw both his goals. I haven't really watched much over the weekend. I mean, it has been quite a long few months for me, working-wise. So my weekend was me sleeping. So, but I did see the goals. I'm not gonna lie, pretty decent finishes from him. But yeah, it's a good start, definitely to the week, if anything.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch the game live, but I did watch the game back. And I saw how well the German team was able to service Nick Woltemate, whether that being through whipping crosses into him, which there was no shortage of that in that game, or cutbacks for Big Nick. I think the service he was getting for Germany was night and day compared to what we've seen him at the Toon. So you see how he played with the German national team, and you saw how the players, they played for Nick, they facilitated him, and, really gave him great service. So I think if a few of the boys from the Toon can watch that, a few of our wingers, a few of our midfield, see how they can feed Nick the balls, I think we'll start seeing an even greater return to what we've been seeing so far, because, look, man, he had so many chances.
Yeah, not just that. I mean, look, if you look at the Germans are known for holding their ball, knowing how to pass. I mean, that's what we've been lacking lately. So if we can honestly hold the ball, pass. I mean, he doesn't have to drop in as far down as he has to most of the times because we haven't been creating much. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. But yeah, that's very, very good for Big Nick. Honestly, when I first saw the score and I didn't see anything else besides the game, I could have promised anyone that Big Nick scored the 2 goals. Unfortunately for me, as a betting man, I didn't put any money on him, so I would have bloody cashed in this weekend if I did, but unfortunately I didn't. But yeah, very, very good news for our big man up top. And then obviously Malik Tiao only had 10 minutes in that game. Very interesting semi. Jonathan Tah and Anton, I think he's still playing at Dortmund. Yeah, Anton at Dortmund both started in front of Malik Tiao, which was a little bit unfortunate and a little bit surprising, to be honest. I think out of both those German centre-backs, you'd probably expect Malik Tiao to start that game in front of those two. So a little bit
Yeah, well, look,
disappointing.
you think about it. Yeah, you think about like Matic, being in the Premier League, getting the games under his belt. You think he would start definitely, but maybe those two have been there for a couple of seasons, I think, from memory, or a year at least
100%.
together. So they have sort of cemented their spot in that German squad. So what they do need to do, I mean, what Malik needs to do is sort of bash his way in there. So hopefully he gets a start tomorrow and he just stays in that squad, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. I do think we'll probably see him feature tomorrow against Slovakia. Pretty comfortable game for Germany. I would imagine both of them sit top of their table on 12 points. Slovakia have been in some pretty good form, but am dealing with a few injuries at the moment. So probably expect Germany to get that result tomorrow. But that recaps all of the both German boys away on international duty. So both good performances by them. But before
Sorry, we keep saying tomorrow, but it's actually today. For them, it's today. We're in Australia, guys. If
boy,
for anyone that's mate, it's today. Just putting it out there.
Guys, probably about 8 shows in and we still can't figure out the time difference. I'm
Time
just going to
zone.
put a big note. 11 hours behind. I'm very, very hopeless, guys. So I do apologise if I do make
You
a
and I
slip.
both, mate. You and I both.
But yeah, before we have a look at a few of the other lads, we will get to all of the lovely people in the comments because we have missed yous. We didn't do a Friday show last week, so good to see all of you people back. But Craig says, morning to everyone in the UK and evening to you guys. Did you see the Germany match where Walter Maito scored? We sure did, mate, and that was on the top of my priorities. Lynn says, good morning. A very good morning to you, Lynn.
Good morning, guys.
For missing the show last Friday. I saw your message, Lynn. I do apologise. But don't worry, do not fear. The Aussie boys are back indeed.
Well, look, as long as Corey gets his exams done and stops breaking down his cars, I think he'll be right.
Yeah, guys, between car accidents and exams, I'm bloody hopeless. And I'm probably better at crashing cars than I am at doing these exams at the moment, guys. I have got no chance for tomorrow. I'm absolutely packing it, but we'll see how we go, guys. Bloody pray for me in your prayers tonight. I need to pass this bloody exam. It's very, very important. But Kenny says, a few birthdays is Corey the Queen. We only have one. Am I the Queen, Sammy boy? What do you reckon about that? I'll take that title, but I'll take that title for sure, mate. The Queen of NUFC Talk TV. And then we've got Truls here.
You can take the Queen, mate.
You're supposed to back me up there, Sammy boy, unless you want to take the Queen title for yourself, mate.
Mate, you can take the Queen, mate. I'll be the king, mate.
You're no bloody king, mate. You can be like the jester in my courtroom, mate. Sammy with his little drums. So yeah, good morning to you, Truls. Then we've got a fellow Aussie Sam on a UFC Talk Breakfast. Darren Caesar, good evening from Melbourne.
Oh, hello.
Sammy,
welcome aboard, mate.
We've got a second Australian besides Darren.
Who's that?
That is Cameron Roach from Mount Druitt.
Wow. Straight out Westie, mate. Welcome aboard, mate.
very nice to see all of the Aussies in the chat. But we will get back to your comments, guys, but we will do a recap of a few of the other lads on international duty. So big Bruno Guimaraes did start the friendly match against Senegal alongside Casemiro. Pretty good performance from Bruno Guimaraes from what I've heard. I unfortunately didn't get to watch that game. But apparently he was very, very offensive, set up a lot of chances for Matheus Cunha and a few of the other attackers.
Yeah, he did. He did have a good game, actually. I did watch the game. Even with that, happy birthday to Big Bruno as well. It was his birthday yesterday, I think, or the day before. Happy 28th birthday, mate. But yeah, hopefully, mate, just bring that form to Newcastle. That's what we want to see, guys. Bring the form back to Newcastle.
Yeah, so from the match reaction, a lot of people commented that Bruno looked very free in that game, very dominant. So probably something we haven't seen him do for Newcastle as of late. Just have that sort of license to be a little bit more free in midfield. So like Sammy said, hopefully we can see him bring a little bit of that form back to the Toon. But yeah, very good performance by Bruno. And obviously we didn't get to see Joe Linton because of that little knock there. So that's unfortunate, but at least we got one of the Brazilian lads out and performing. And then semi-boy, Sandro Tonali, probably the only downside to this international duty. We did see Tonali start and feature in the 2-0 win for Italy over Moldova. But after that game, he was pulled from international duty or withdrawn from international duty due to an injury. The Italians said that the injury is not serious, but they just didn't want to risk him. But now it does look like he is a doubt for the Manchester City game, which is bloody the worst news you can have on a Monday morning.
No, I think he'll be right, mate. I reckon he'll be right. Like every engine needs a oil change here and there, you know. So he'll be right.
So you're saying if he's somewhat fit, you're going to chuck him straight in? We've seen how a few of these other players have been performing for us when they've had knocks over these past few weeks. So if that is any indication of how Tonali will perform with a knock, then
mate, Tonali had a bloody half decent shoulder, and he still ran the park. I think earlier in the season. Don't worry, mate, he'll be right.
So your son Tonali, even with a little bit of injury concern that he is going in with, I think we bloody have to be honest, man. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough,
as much
game
as, like I said, as much, mate, it is a tough game. Like it's like a must-win game, but I can accept the loss as long as we perform. But we have to. I don't know what it is. It's starting to become a bit desperate for us, I guess.
No, desperate is a bloody understatement, man. To be honest, yeah. Look, we need all of the boys fit and firing for that game. Looking pretty healthy for that game, to be honest.
We are actually. There's a lot of players coming back actually, from what I'm hearing. Like Livramento, Swaller's back. I think who else? I think Wissa might be back on the bench as well for that game, from what I was hearing.
I think City is probably a little bit too early for Wissa, but I am hearing that he will be involved for the Everton game later on. So maybe a little bit too early.
So later on in another week.
Yeah, I think possibly a little bit too early for Wissa for the City game, but hopefully we do see him feature for Everton. But like Semi said, we are looking at getting back Tino. So that is absolutely massive. Probably, obviously, I don't think he'll start that game, but I do think we'll see him play some minutes. But yeah, very, very interesting. And like I said, I don't think the Tonali injury is too much of a concern, but when a player isn't playing international games, you've always got to look into it a little bit.
Of course.
But yeah, that recaps the Italian game. But very interesting, Semi. Italy without Tonali, their last game, which I think would have been it would have been
it was Norway training last night.
Yeah, last night over for you guys. Italy got thrashed 4-1.
Yeah, they were up
1-0.
They were up 1-0. They were one. Yeah, they were up. Even Calafiore wasn't there either. But you know what? They're just so disappointing, aren't they? It's like they do well in the Euros, but come to the big stage, they don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to make it.
Like the Arsenal of international football, they just can't make it to the big leagues. They can't get over that final hurdle. But Look, there is a chance. I don't know if Israel can take their spot for World Cup qualification.
No, they can't. I don't think so from memory. I looked at the table.
Well, they're on
But,
12
I mean,
points.
they got to go
surely.
through a playoff now. There's 2 playoffs that they have to go through. I think they might be copping either like Ireland or I think I can't remember the other 2 that are in those playoff spots.
Pretty disappointing. You always want to see Italy in a World Cup. They're just such a feisty team, such a passionate team. So you always want to see Italy in the World Cup, and especially when we got Tonali in there, we really, really do hope that the Italians get through the World Cup, and he gets to experience that.
Yeah, definitely.
Another one, Semi Boy, Congo defeated Nigeria last night. It would have been.
They knocked them out of, I think, World Cup qualification. And they did that without Wissa. Hey, you know what? Don't send him anymore. You don't need him. You don't need him.
Yeah, but that was a pretty good result for Congo, to be honest. I thought Nigeria were going to take that home in the bank. So interesting, Semi. Now that Congo do have a chance to go to the World Cup,
Wissa's going.
Does that take a little bit of emphasis off AFCON for Wissa, or do you think he still wants to be a part of both?
Of course, he wants to be a part of both.
Yeah, I think obviously with the World Cup being in doubt for Congo at the time, I think it was nailed on that he was going to go away for AFCON. But I think now with the possibility that he knows he's got another tournament, does he maybe stay?
No. Look, to these guys making the international team, it's like a privilege. It's a privilege for them to play for their country. Who would say no to that? Especially in football, because there's obviously a lot of players that play for that national, like that are from the countries. So it's very difficult to get into into international. So once you get the opportunity, I don't get why you're going to say no. Whether you're Congo, whether you're England, you know what I mean? As an example.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you. I do wish that he would stay at the Toon, but I don't think anyone here can expect him to do that, especially with such a big tournament coming up. But it is interesting that they're performing without Wesa, and a very, very good result for Congo.
Well, especially against Senegal. It was Senegal, wasn't it?
No, Nigeria.
Nigeria, sorry.
Stacked, man. They've got so much talent on that team.
Absolutely, I mean, unreal. They're just as bad as bloody Sweden.
We're going to get into Sweden and old mate Anthony Alenga very, very soon, because the luck is out for Anthony Alenga. That guy cannot find any success, whether it be at the Toon or on international duty. Poor Anthony Alenga has had an absolutely shocking season, guys. But we will have a look at Sweden. We'll have a look at the 3 lads going away for England, the 2 under-21s, and obviously big BDB. So we will have a little bit of a closer look at those games, but we will get back to the beautiful people in the comments. Cameron says, nice jersey, Corey. Really suits you. Thank you very much, mate. I'm surprised it still fits with all the birthday cake I've been eating, but it's nice and snug now. It's nice and snug, so I appreciate that, Cameron. Then Mick Bingley says, morning, guys, or should I say good evening? Mick, say whatever you'd like to say, mate. Probably keep it good morning so I can get used to this time difference. So keep it there, mate. And then Truel says, we beat Italy 4-1 in Milano.
Yeah, because it was in Italy. It wasn't in Norway.
Oh, so we might have a Norwegian fan as well. Very international show here on the Breakfast Show this morning. Then we've got Darren Lee, another regular of the Breakfast Show.
What about, we had a bit of a hot take the other day, me and my mates, and then one of my mates was saying Norway as a dark horse. What do you reckon?
Norway are a good side, man, and they've been performing for a while now, so it's not like it's a bit of a fluke. They've had some bloody good results as of late.
Well, they didn't lose any games in the group stage, so I mean, like that itself is a bloody great job.
No, you just look at their squad, man. They've got so much quality. They've got Strand Larson, one of our targets for a while now. They've got Oscar Bob from Manchester City, who's, I think, an absolutely unreal fullback. Then you look at their spine. They've got Sander Burge, another Premier League midfielder. Sorloth, another target for the Toon. I think every striker who plays in Europe is is a target for the Toon as of late. So that's not
Mate, they
too
got
much of a
Haaland,
surprise.
Odegaard. I mean, they do have a decent squad, definitely.
Yeah, no. So I think Dark Horse is a very, very good shout. Tons and tons of quality there. But we'll get back to the comments, and then we will have a look at that Sweden and England games, like I said, because very, very interesting results in both of those games. So Darren there, top of the morning to you and evening to you Aussie folk. Welcome, Darren. Good to see you back, mate. And then Kenny says, Elenga shite. I think you're right, Kenny, mate. And I've got some further evidence of him being absolutely shite this season. So we will have a look at his performance, mate, because it was not good enough.
Yeah, he's been a bit dreadful, hasn't he? I mean, like, he's probably going to go down as one of the worst £55 million signings ever. Like, not even... I think he's in that little section on his own.
Yeah, not guaranteed, mate. Guaranteed.
Like, right now, I mean, it's just been horrible. Like, then he came out and he's like, you can, in 2 games, you can change your whole season around. Okay, we'll change it. If it takes 2 games, mate, do it. Far out.
Now, mate.
Yeah, mate, this is the time to start it. We don't need you to start it with 5 games to go. Come on, mate, get it going. Get your head out of the gutter. Let's go.
Andrew Barnes saying here that Tonali was only left out because of a yellow. I'm pretty sure that the Italian camp did come out saying that he did have a small knock and they didn't want to risk him as he wasn't 100%. So if it was just a case of a yellow, mate, I would absolutely love that and it would be very, very welcome to news. But I do think that there is a little bit of a knock that he is dealing with.
Mate, you know, if Tonali was on crutches, we'll still play him. Don't worry. Don't stress, mate. He'll be right.
I think he would bloody need him even if he wasn't crutches against this Manchester City midfield.
Mate, look, it'd be better than half the players that will be playing. So, come on, put him on.
Tonali on crutches, mate. Bring it in. Darren Lee saying, the problem with the salary cap, if it's voted in, some of the cartel clubs will need to get the wages in offer or face point deductions. It was mentioned.
Well, I heard that we're all thumbs up for it, so I don't know.
All thumbs up for the salary cap.
Yeah, I heard that we're voting yes.
I don't think the Premier League's going to want to be doing that because that's obviously going to take away a few of the bloody big talents if the Italian or the Spanish league.
Look, I get it. I get why the big clubs are annoyed with it. Like, don't get me wrong. Eventually, we'll become annoyed with it once we can spend that money. You know what I mean? Because then you can't compete with the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, and that sort of stuff with wages. So that's the big issue. That's why a lot of big clubs don't want to vote yes, but then the smaller clubs will.
Well, this is what I'm saying, man. Like the Real Madrids and Barcelonas, and PSGs, they can really only compete with themselves. Some of these offers from Premier League clubs with these wages that they offer. You see Real Madrid, their free transfer target policy. They just go for players who are on the last year of their contract, offer them absolutely ridiculous wages to hold off. And then they obviously go to Real Madrid. Same with Barcelona. They offer some absolutely ridiculous wages. So I think if the salary cap does get introduced into the Premier League, I think we'll start seeing a few of the top talents maybe go the old route and pick some of these more traditional, bigger clubs instead of these Premier League sides.
Yeah, because then they can get bigger wages. Of course, like that's the problem. Like, as good as it is for smaller clubs, it is a big downside for the bigger clubs. And I don't get why we are saying yes. Because if we want to become big and compete with all these top clubs like Arsenal and Man City and all that sort of stuff, eventually that's going to kill us. Because then we can't compete with the bigger clubs in Europe if we consistently make the Champions League. So, I don't know. It's a bit of a funny one. It's a bit of a funny one.
If they're going to introduce a salary cap into the Premier League, say they cap it at what? 250,000 a week. That's the max a player can earn in the Premier League. Then what are all the players above that going to do? Like, are they all going to have to take a pay cut? is it only affect for newer players coming into the
it's
Premier
weird.
League?
It's weird the way they've done it. Like, so say the lowest club in the Premier League, what their revenue is, I think it's 3 or 5 times more that the team, like the first team, could spend. So say a team was to make 200 mil, you could spend 85% of that. Well, I don't know. It's weird the way they work. It's like a ratio of what the club earns to what the wages are as well. I don't know. It's a bit funny. It's very hard to explain.
Well, it's something we need in football, more confusing rules and things that are just
Yeah,
really
it's weird. It's
clear-cut and
weird.
up to interpretation. I don't need any more rules, man. Besides PSR, salary cap thing, I can't keep up with it all. New Champions League formats. Like, it's getting to... It's like a new bloody game, football, these days,
Yeah,
man.
like what it does, honestly, is just makes the Premier League more competitive. That's all it does. But when you want to compete with the likes, like the big clubs in Europe, you can't compete with them because they can spend more on wages than what you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I feel like the Premier League's already very, very competitive, man. Like, obviously, a few years ago, it was just Manchester City and then Liverpool chiming in occasionally. But I feel like in the last few seasons, we've always seen Liverpool and City rotate that spot pretty freely. And now Arsenal have come in and they're looking like the third contender. So I think the league's already very, very competitive. And then you look, obviously, besides those 3 top spots, how many teams in the Premier League are competing for Europe? Each year, it's nearly half the bloody leagues.
It's insane. Like, honestly, the league already is insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't think we need any more of these.
You know where I think the problem is, cause I think it's the bottom to the middle section, and that is a massive gap. You know what I mean? So just imagine how big the gap is from the bottom to the top.
We see Sunderland, man. They've just come up. They've bloody spent an unreal.
Look, man. Look, Sunderland, like I said, they're riding the wave. They're riding the wave at the moment.
Yeah, but I just mean purely from a point. You're saying the lower teams are going to struggle with this salary cap. Well, they've come up this year and they've signed 74,000 professional footballers this season. So I don't think salary cap.
You know why they did that? You know why they could do that? Is because they won the championship playoff, which is that is the most prize money you can win in any sort of style of football. Any club competition, you get more from winning the club the championship playoff. I think you get like 200 mil.
Yeah,
it's actually insane money.
No, I fully agree with you, man. But
so that's why they've gone out and they've spent it. I mean, because they can spend it. So we're like, good on them for doing it. Don't get me wrong, but they're just riding the wave because their team. I don't think they can consistently do what they are doing right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, they'll start dropping in form.
Like you said, Semi, it's the salary cap thing. Maybe short term, it might be a benefit to us. But if we're aspiring to be this big club, like I think we're moving in that direction, then I think this salary cap for us is just going to come in at the worst possible time for our club and our trajectory.
Yeah, but we're the ones that are voting yes for it. Is it to make the Premier League more like? Well, what's the hell's the word for it? Even?
Fair.
I don't know. Fair? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I didn't get it.
No, it's a strange one. It's a bloody strange one for me. Guys, get your comments in. Would you welcome a salary cap or are you pretty happy keeping the league?
Get a poll running, mate.
I wish I had a bit of brains about me. I'll get a poll going, guys. Put it in the comments and I'll get Sam to count in the background. The most unbiased poll in human history.
Hey, look, someone said yes, so that's 100% to yes.
Overwhelming response for yes. But yeah, guys, we will have a little bit of a look at some of the rules that is being proposed for this salary cap, but we will get back to you lovely people in the comments. Paul Wright says, from one ginger to another, how do you survive in Australia? Mate, I'm only 24 years old and I look like I'm about 37 these days. The sun for me is aging me like a leather car seat from 1983. It's rough being a ginger down in Oz, mate, and especially with summer approaching, it's just a lot of long sleeve shirts.
Mate, it's not just the sun, mate. It's the beers, it's the smokes, it's the sun, mate. It's all it's all happening for you, mate. It's the stress of the exams.
Yeah, the Australian climate, mate, it is very, very unforgiving, but the beers and the cigarettes will hopefully keep me through it all, guys. So, yeah, mate,
You have your beer?
very
Oh,
nice.
must see, mate.
Very nice to see another fellow ginger in the show, though, Paul. And then Darren Lee on the Rat. Darren says, the Rat failed again over the weekend, like someone said last night. Some players just don't realise when they're at the perfect club and move on and flop like Isaac's doing.
Look, that is, you know what? we gotta get that out of our heads in a way. He left for a bigger club. Maybe it was his ambition. Maybe he went for him as a kid. You don't know. Maybe that's why he's pushed for the move. I get why he's pushed for the move. All right, but he did perform at Newcastle, and he's definitely not performing at Liverpool. Maybe the club is too big for him. I don't know. I can't tell you. But after the way he did act, I'm actually happy this is the way he's performing.
Just I know
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But we just got to get over it, move on. We've got Nick Voldemade. I mean, like, the bloke's an absolute beast. If we can work around him, he'd do just as good as him. So,
yeah. We don't want to speak too much, obviously, about the Rat here on NUFC Talk TV or on the Breakfast Show for that matter. But just to bring it up slightly, Sammy, who bloody in the world would have pictured his form to be this bad at this club? Like, who pictured him going to Liverpool and performing the way that he has, man?
you know what? I think everyone is just waiting till this bloke hits form, because once he hits form, I mean, good luck to everyone.
We're in Christmas, man. When's he going to bring?
We're not in Christmas
March?
yet. No. There's still another 6 weeks till Christmas. Relax, mate. I mean, it's not Christmas. We're not singing jingle bells yet. Just relax.
Haven't you seen the bloody all the adverts
Mate, that's
on
6
TV,
weeks.
mate?
There's like 12 games, mate.
I saw a Christmas tree at the shopping centre, mate. So we're allowed to talk about Christmas already.
Yeah, because by the time they finish decorating, they've got to bring them back out. They got to take them back. That's how big the bloody shopping centres are.
Yeah, but honestly, I can't get over how bad he's been for club and country ever since leaving the Toon. But it's something I welcome, and let's hope he's.
Let's just hope he stays out of form, mate. For the rest, that's it. No, for the rest of his career, that's it, mate. You know, he did what he did at Newcastle. Let's just say his best years were at Newcastle, and everyone hates him at Newcastle. There you go.
Yeah, no love lost there, mate. None whatsoever.
You know what's the absolute dirty part about it? Yeah, like, mate, you could have left a legend. Honestly, you could have left a legend. But then again, like, yeah, everyone in Newcastle hates you, even though you were a part of the team that won us our first cup.
Yeah, now everyone at Liverpool probably can't stand you either, mate.
You know what, mate? I'm actually getting I've got a lot of Liverpool fans that come to my shop and that sort of stuff, and mate, they are not happy with him. They can't stand him.
Yeah, well, all of my mates, all the Liverpool supporters, they're always asking me for a refund. But we run a very strict policy here at Newcastle. No refunds, mate.
No refunds,
mate. What
mate.
you got, sucked in, mate. Enjoy him and suffer with him. But yeah, very, very surprising for the Rat. And I think it's going to last a little bit longer. And hopefully Ekatike and him start.
Mate, he's actually been so
Liverpool.
good.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know what? Just honestly looking at the way he plays and the way he's playing for Liverpool, I'm actually kind of dirty. We just didn't do that deal soon. Like, you know what I mean? Get that deal over the line. All right, you want to go, stuff you. We should have done that.
Yeah, no, guaranteed. But that 120 million, that's looking like an absolute bargain of a transfer fee now.
Oh, for us, yeah, because we just absolutely ripped Liverpool. That's what we did.
Yeah, no, I remember. Anyway, we get off Isaac because no one wants to talk about that bastard. But let's rejoice in the fact that his form is not getting any better.
Long may it rain.
Long may it rain, that's for sure. So, guys, if you're just joining us, we did recap a few of the lads on international duty. So we covered Malik Tiao and Big Nick Waltamade. Big Nick scoring 2 goals. Very, very dominant performance by him. Malik Tiao featured for 10 minutes, seeing out a clean sheet. Then we had Bruno Guimaraes start versus Senegal. Again, a very, very dominant performance from what I've heard. Unfortunately, didn't get to watch that game, but he looked like a beast from what I've heard. And then we also spoke about Sandro Tonali featured and played the full 90 minutes against a poor Moldova side where they did win 2-0. And then some reports are saying that he did suffer with a little bit of an injury, and he was withdrawn against for the latest game against Norway. So they're all the games that we covered earlier in the show, but we do have a few more of the lads to speak about. Big Dan Burn, BDB, unfortunately didn't start the first game. I think it was against Serbia.
It was against Serbia.
It was against Serbia. But yesterday, for you lovely people, Dan Burn did start at centre-back in his natural position alongside John Stones in a 2-0 win over Albania. Very nice to see Dan Burn at centre-back for a change, isn't it, Sammy boy?
Yeah, because that's where he plays his best football. I mean, that's what he is. So if you're not going to play him there, don't play him at all.
It's amazing.
Look, at least Tuchel gets the bloody grief, yeah? Like, mate, if he's a centre-back, he's not going to go put him at left-back.
Yeah, no. Absolutely amazing what a player can do in their natural position.
100%.
Very, very dominant, man. I thought he was easily.
I think he actually had the highest rating in the team from memory. I think I saw the team ratings. I think it was up there.
No, Harry Kane, obviously with 2 goals, is always going to take man of the match. But
did he? Yeah,
a close second. Obviously, Dan Burn shut Albania out for the majority of that game, and he did play a full 90 minutes. So, very, very good news for big Dan Burn. And look, man, maybe a shout to start at centre back against Manchester City.
Well, no, he can't because he's got a red card. So,
yeah. Oh, that is such a disappointment, man.
Why?
That is such a disappointment.
What are you talking about? You know why? You know, I'm kind of glad he got it.
Dan Burn header.
No, I'm kind of glad that he's not. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. It's because Eddie Howe would have played him at left back again. Thank God. Thank God.
Well, we are going to speak
that red card is our saviour, mate.
Very, very unfortunate for Dan Burn. I would have loved to see another bloody bullet header. Corner.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Corner. I wouldn't mind the bullet header, but from centre back position, not from left back.
Yeah, no, 100%. So, it is good to see Dan Burn get a full 90 minutes, obviously, because he will not start against Manchester City with that red card.
Mate, he won't be playing at all. He won't even be on the bench.
No,
not good enough.
not good enough. But we had 2 more English lads from the Toon away on international duty. It might have not been for the senior England team, but Lewis Hall and Miley both starting for the under-21s against the Republic of Ireland. Once again, unfortunately, I didn't get to watch this game. I don't even know where you'd find the under-21 games here, but from all reports, it looked like both lads were very, very good in that game. And Sammy boy, probably 2 shouts for future England first team, as you'd imagine, man, with the way that those guys are progressing.
All right, look, before we talk about future first team England squad, I mean, let them just break into our squad first.
Yeah,
break into our squad because honestly, those 2 should be starting for us over Jolinton and over Dan Burn. Honestly, they will change the way we play.
I genuinely think they're 2 very good shouts.
Mate, they're so good. They're actually so good. What's killing me is that they're both 20 and younger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the more you play them, the better they're going to get. Just keep playing them. It's like FIFA. The more you play them, the higher their rating goes. That's what's going to happen. Just get it done. Get them started. Let's go, Eddie. Come on.
Yeah, well, especially Miley, man. I think he comes in as a very, very good Joe Linton replacement. Just his frame alone, man.
I love Lewis Miley.
For a 19-year-old with his, physical abilities.
Like at 17 was playing Champions League games for us. Like, I didn't get how he didn't just keep him in the squad. Honestly, if it was to keep him in the squad and keep playing him week in, week out, I promise you he'd be so much better than what he is now.
The guy's an absolute machine, man. And like I said, I think they're 2 very, very good shouts for England first teamers in the future.
100% though.
Especially Miley, man. Obviously, you've got Bellingham, who's locked down that position. You've got
and you've got Declan Rice.
But after that, man, like obviously Jordan Henderson, very, very
Yeah,
old
like that's what
now,
I mean.
doesn't
Like
play
he
as much.
could be a good shout soon.
Yeah, no, 100%. And Hoare, I think he played the full 90 minutes, man, and he was, from what is being described, very, very dominant and very lively. So, One Football had in their match report that he was arguably the best player on the pitch that game. So, unreal news and very, very positive from the two
I'd say
English
well done,
lads.
lads.
Very,
And
very well
congratulations on
done.
England cementing their spot in the World Cup. So
100%, lads. Go bring it home for a change. Bring it home. Let's get the party started in England.
definitely.
But Semi, to bring it down a little bit on a sour note after the great performances by the three English lads, Anthony Elanga still not finding too much joy this season. He started in a 4-1 loss against Switzerland. He got hooked around the 75th minute with a very, very poor match rating. Semi boy, man. Anthony Elanga not finding too much joy anywhere on the pitch as of late.
You know what I think Anthony Elanga needs to do? I think he needs to go for a weekend away, fishing. Just you know what, get your head right. Don't think about anything, and then just come back to training and hopefully kicks on from there. But I don't even think he's going to catch any fish. Mate, at this rate, this bloke just. I can't tell you. He's just, mate. Honestly, he'll go and feed him and come back at the moment. I couldn't tell you, man. Like his form has just been absolutely abysmal. So, I mean, there's not much more we could say about it. Hopefully, his luck changes, and I don't know, man. But it has been quite poor, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we spoke about most of the other lads. I think nearly all of them getting the wins away on international duty. Everyone got a win away on international duty besides Anthony Elanga. So I think this match in particular is very, very concerning. I think when you're not finding any joy in domestic football, I think probably the only benefit of international football is, being around new surroundings and trying to play yourself into a little bit of form. But
yeah, but you know what? Like he's going to a poor international side that's not performing either. I mean, like this guy's just copping it both ways, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Sweden have been one of the absolutely most shocking
Worst.
sides in this quest for World Cup qualification. I don't think anyone could have seen.
Look, I
They've
feel
got
slack for
1
Elanga. I
point
just
out of
don't feel slack
5.
for Isaac.
Yeah, no, I feel yeah. Well, Isaac didn't even start that game, evidently. So, yeah, look, man, very, very.
Mate, you think I want to see Isaac in the World Cup? No, I hope he never makes it.
Yeah, so very, very disappointing for Anthony Elanga. Yeah, he's going to have to find a little bit of form somewhere. And unfortunately, that was not with Sweden. And then we've got two more players who did feature in international football, that being Alex Murphy. Obviously, just coming back from injury as of late, another fullback. He didn't start this game, unfortunately, so we didn't really get to have a look at him to see how he might be able to benefit Newcastle.
Ireland?
So, yeah, Republic of Ireland. For
Yeah,
Murphy.
and good luck to him in their playoffs, mate. I mean, that was an outstanding win in Hungary.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But it is very good that Murphy is back. Obviously, it was very, very big signing when we first signed him. We haven't seen him play whatsoever for the Toon. So hopefully this injury return does mark the start of his career for the Toon, because, yeah, we have not seen anything of him as of late. But, yeah, that concludes all of the international performance by the lads. So, look, all in all, some very, very good performances by the boys, bar Anthony Elanga. So, that's what you want to see on international football. But we will get to a few more of your comments, guys. Truel says, I think it's a waste of money. He'll end up in the under-21s and never play. It is the Howe way. Yeah, look, there is no doubt of Howe's reluctance for playing youth at all. What else do we have here? Darren also saying he won't move here to be in the under-21s. Oh, sorry. I think this might have been a reply to Truls. The big mighty Win has joined the chat. Good day, boys. Very nice to have you, Win, mate. Always a very, very nice addition.
G'day, Win. G'day, mate.
How you going?
We're missing you with the ciggies, mate. Come on.
Come
Come
jump
on.
on board the breakfast show, mate. If you're going to put a few
Yeah,
hours
we'll just have a
into
ciggy together, mate.
Darren Lee on the upcoming game against Manchester City. Darren says, I think this weekend I might go for a draw against City, but I know City will be too strong. Mate, I think a draw is a pretty realistic expectation against Manchester City. We always show up against these bigger sides, so look, man, I'm going for a draw.
if we could get any sort of result against Manchester City, it's a bonus for us. A win would be absolutely huge, considering their form and our form, and hopefully it could kick on our season. But look, I just think it's going to be a tough game, isn't it?
No, well, we are.
Look, I hope it's a whole different Newcastle we see this weekend, mate. I mean, like, it's just been shocking to watch, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, if you were to have a look at a few of the injury reports going into the Manchester City game, the club
For us or for them?
For us, man, it's not looking bloody good. It is
For
not
us?
looking good. Yeah. Well, this is just from the club. They've got Gordon down as doubtful for the game. Joe Linton also.
He'll be back as well.
Yeah, well, this is just what the club's saying, man. They're both as doubtful. Pope's also doubtful. Tonali doubtful. Then you've got Tino and Asula and Weiss also all doubtful for that game. So, and Burns suspended. So,
you know what? Stuff it. Just bring on our under-21s.
Because they're
this way we're going to have to pick up our under-19s.
They're performing absolutely unreal at the moment, the under-21s. So that'd be a bloody whitewash.
Look, doubtful is always promising, because doubtful means they're most likely going to play. I mean, there's a big chance of them playing. And whenever they say there's a big chance of them playing, they usually do tend to play. So,
no. But,
yeah, I think we'll have most of our squad.
Yeah, we will do a little bit of a deep dive against the Manchester City game, Darren, because I've got a very, very interesting midfield comparison I want to do. Because, look, man, I think Silva, Gonzalez, and Foden, I think they can really run rings around us with the way that the midfield's performing currently. So,
mate, Pep's just too strong, mate. I mean, they're not like. The way they move, the way they pass the ball, it's amazing to watch. Like, you know, they don't have great players doing it as well. That's what you got to remember. They've got good players. They just don't have. They've got a couple of great players in Haaland and Rodri, but the way they play is it's outstanding football, and it's gonna go down to the way we control the ball, not the way they control the ball. If we're gonna sit back and just let them do what they want to do, they will tear us to shreds. And we've seen it multiple times this season.
Well, you see how good their midfield is at intercepting passes as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, our passing has to be pinpoint, and we can't even string a pass at the moment. So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a worrying game for us. I mean, look, the best thing for us is that it's come after the international break, where they're not really in form, so they've got to kick back their form. I mean, it's going to be quite an interesting game to see what happens. And the only good thing going for us right now is that it's at home. Honestly, I don't see any other positive.
That's the other thing, man. And then we've also got a very, very knocked up team at the moment. We might see a few of these players who are listed as doubtful feature, but it is still such a banged up side, man. Like Tonali, whether it be a minor knock or whatever it is, he still missed the last game. So there is something there. We might not know the extent of it, but there's something there, and that's a worry. Joe Linton as well, he's dealing with a little bit of a knock, a little bit battered up at the moment. So.
I think it's this cut on the calf that should have been a red card that literally got avoided. Oh yeah, what happened then? Oh, it's a high stud to the knee. No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously, I feel like if those two don't show up, then it is going to be a very, very long night for us because their midfield, man, they're just so quick.
Look,
They
I
can
can already
intercept.
see. I can already see what we're going to do. We're going to sit back and try and hit them on the counter. Like I can see it. Like it's a week away, and I can tell you what's going to happen.
Go Semi, do Nostradamus, mate. Do the full match breakdown.
Mate, you know what? Look, I can see us sitting back with 20% of the ball, not passing to each other at all, watching Man City do what they want. So all the Newcastle fans aren't going to go there to watch Newcastle. They're just going to watch Newcastle defend. That's what's going to happen for the whole 90 minutes. We will get that 1, 2, 3, maybe counter attacks. Lucky to score? Probably not. I don't know. I reckon it's going to be 2-0 to City, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see. That's my match analysis.
A very, very deep analytical match analysis by Semi Boy there. A very, very deep analysis.
Well, look, there's not much to like. You know what? Look, the City games, they're usually very repetitive. So you know what they're going to do is hold the ball, try to pass through you. And at this rate, I mean, anyone can pass through us. So, so yeah, I don't know, mate. And we can't pass through anyone. So, I mean, if we can't pass against West Ham, we're not passing against Manchester City. Forget that out of the bloody equation, mate.
Yeah, look, I think counter-attacking is probably our only way to success in this game. I don't see.
Yeah.
We can't break down any team in the Premier League. I don't care.
Mate. I mean, if we can't break down West Ham and Brentford, what do you think we're going to do against Manchester City? Honestly, like, I'm actually so scared of this game. I don't know why. I'm very fearful of this one. I don't know why.
See, that's why I've got a little bit of optimism. Some might call me a bloody insane. Some might call me an absolute nutter. But
I'm actually the most optimistic bloke you'll ever meet. And if you speak to my mates, they'll tell you, mate, you know what? You're just one-eyed. Newcastle. We're all like that. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, no, man. I think it's just come at the wrong time for us.
Yeah, no, hopefully we can just bloody abuse them with some pace on those wings and get... I don't even want to see... If we see an early goal, then I'm gonna be just as concerned, man. If we score a goal in the first 10 minutes, I'm going to be like, oh, no. I want to see something late. I want to see something jammy. I
don't want us to score in the first 60 minutes. No. You know why? Because that way we're still in the game. If we score early, we know we're getting thrashed 5-1.
This is going to sound like the dumbest thing you'll ever hear a bloke say, but I'd be more concerned going into that game at halftime if we were 1-0 up than 0-0.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm actually not joking. I'm with you.
Dead set. I'm being so completely honest.
I told you, we went into Brentford the 1-0 up at halftime. I still knew we were going to lose the game.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
Like Sammy said, this can either be the most damaging game of the season, or this can be the absolute catalyst for a generational run in the league. So, yeah. Well, we will have like I said, we will look at that game a little bit more in depth, but we will get to the comments. Didn't Troops play with young talent? Look where it got him. Didn't Troops play with young talent? Not too sure. You know what he's trying to mean there, Semi Boy?
Not really.
Yeah. Elaborate there for us, Kenny, mate. We're very slow here on the breakfast show. Darren Lee commenting on the salary cap. Salary cap will mess up trying to sign free transfers for Premier League clubs. Yeah, mate, to be honest, besides the trying to make it a little bit more even for some of those lower teams in the Premier League, I do not see the benefit of a salary cap.
See, that's what it is, because I think there's a specific amount you can spend on a wage bill. It's weird. Like I said, it's already like. Do you have what it is? Like you said that you were going to get into a bit more detail. Do you have like what is it exactly?
No, I'll try and do a little bit of.
Yeah, like it's very strange. There's like a ratio to what you can spend to what you can put into your wages. I don't know. It's strange. It's very weird. But yeah, it does make sense with that. Like on free agencies, not many Premier League clubs could sign free agencies because then it obviously gets your wage bill down. So I don't know. It's a bit strange. Unless you don't spend that money in transfers and you can spend it on free aid. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming here.
We will have a closer look, like I said. I'm just trying to get up a good source, but for now, The Mighty Win says, any salary cap system can only damage the English Premier League. Good for us, but bad for the EPL. Exactly right, Win. I don't see the Premier League this doing any good for the Premier League whatsoever, besides making it a little bit more competitive, but it's already the most competitive league in the world, so I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. It's because they're trying to get rid of PSR and they're trying to establish this. Like, mate, just leave it. Just let it be. Just whoever's rich, let them spend. For the love of God, let us spend.
Well, no way. They try and innovate stuff too much, man. No one can keep up with it at the end of the day.
Oh, mate, you know what? Let us spend our money. We want to spend money. We want to spend £1 billion on transfers. Why can't we?
Yeah, let us, mate.
Let us do it. Don't worry about the smaller clubs like West Ham.
The smaller
and
clubs
Sunderland.
like West Ham who knackered us.
And Sunderland.
Knackered us. So Trill's expanding here on this supposed cap. The bottom clubs don't have the revenue and it shouldn't be catered to them. That's like saying you can't run faster than the slowest guy in 100 meters. It shouldn't be catered. Yeah, exactly right, mate. Like if you want to be a part of the big boys and you've got to participate in the big boys' rules, I don't think we should be making the league easier for anyone else. It's the most competitive league for a reason. And I think that's what makes it the best league in the world, is just the absolute competition and how difficult it is to be at the top. So, look, man, I just don't see any benefit to it besides those bottom lads.
Like, you know what's funny? Like you look at Chelsea, they've spent like £1.5 billion on bloody transfers, and they still can't finish first. Like sometimes it's not really about money; it's about smart investment. I mean, like that's what we've done over the last few seasons. We've made smart investments. We haven't gone out and splashed the cash like everyone's expecting us to. As much as I'd love us to, but it is like it's not. Sometimes it doesn't go down to what you spend. Sometimes you just got to invest smart. And I mean, Chelsea have and haven't at the same time. But that's where you look at Arsenal. I mean, they've done some great investment.
You're exactly right, Semi boy. Like just being like having the option to be able to spend all the money you want in the world doesn't necessarily
buy you a premiership.
Translate to titles. Yeah. Chelsea have spent 1.3 billion in the last in the last 12 months. The way those guys spend money, and they look nowhere closer to a Premier League title. Manchester United.
I swear to God, like
they spend each season. Manchester United spend nearly bloody 300 million a transfer window. They still only thing they can win is an FA Cup these years. So, look, man, like spending money, throwing money at the problem doesn't necessarily translate to success. So.
Or fix the problem.
Let the clubs spend what they want, because like some of the biggest spenders in the Premier League aren't getting success and they aren't dominating the league. So let clubs make silly decisions and either benefit from those silly decisions or suffer.
Look, I get it. I get it. What they're trying to do is protect clubs. But mate, whenever clubs have got rich owners like ours and like Arsenal's or so on and so forth, I mean, they're all rich owners. They're not. It's not like they're not rich owners, yeah? I mean, for you to own a club in the Premier League, you got to be bloody rich. So just let them go out there and spend. I don't get it.
Well, 100%, man. Like, even isn't the Wolverhampton Wanderers owner like one of the richest bloody?
But them, Aston Villa, like, I mean, there's a few of them that are out there that have got some big owners, but they just can't spend. You know.
Yeah, no.
And
like Wolverhampton Wanderers is owned by a Chinese billionaire, man, and look where they are. So. Like I said, I just let clubs spend what they want to spend, and the top will rise to the top. Otherwise,
yeah, she's. Okay. I didn't get it.
Absolutely knackered. And then Still Bad Dad, welcome, Still Bad Dad, mate. Very nice to see you here on the Breakfast Show. He says the wage cap will be confusing for the first couple of seasons, but if it's rolled in, it will become the norm. I see no problem with caps. It also tests the potential new players' dedication to move.
Look, at the end of the day, you gotta remember, like, these players, most of them come from poverty, especially like whenever they come from Brazil or South America or from Africa. If these guys have an opportunity to get a massive contract somewhere other than the Premier League, they will go. They do not care. It's all about money for them. It's like whenever Tevez and Oscar, they all went to China, everyone was slating them. But these guys were earning like £600,000 a week. Like it was ridiculous money. And people that are
Yeah.
going now to the Saudi League, like these guys are earning massive amounts of money. You think these guys give a crap whether they're in the Premier League or not? Mate, if they're getting their money, they're going to go.
Well, that's a very, very good point. Still bad that I see where you're coming from, mate. Like it will test players' loyalty and everything like that, but players,
But there's no such thing as loyalty.
Like players. I'm telling you now, if the Saudi League becomes the only league where they can earn $300,000 a week, then we'll see the Saudi League become the new Premier League. Pedigree does not mean nout to these new players of these.
Like I'll give you an example, yeah. Like Alexander Arnold, he was born, bred in Liverpool, played for Liverpool, but then still left for Real Madrid on a free transfer. You know what I'm trying to say? Like at the end of the day, there's no such thing as loyalty, whether you're from there or you're not. It doesn't matter. It's not necessarily. There's no such thing as loyalty. Very rarely do you get those players.
No, players just look. Players have such a very short career. You have maybe 10 to 15 years at the top level max. And these players are they're gonna take what's best for their families. They're gonna take
100%.
And if they can earn $200,000 a week away from the Premier League, then I tell you they're gonna do it. Like the name of the Premier League doesn't do everything. The reason the Premier League is so big is because of the money that the Premier League can throw around. The Premier League wasn't the biggest league even 10 years ago. When I was growing up, it was always the Spanish league was always the best league, always the most dominant league. Then you look at the 80s and the 90s, it was the Italian league. And why do you think that is? Because those leagues could spend the most money at that time. So
100%, mate. Like it's all about domination. Like if they really want the Premier League to dominate, just let the clubs go out and spend what they want. Because trust me, a lot of players want to come to the Premier League.
Yeah, 100%. Like the Premier League and the clubs are obviously the biggest in the world. But I'm telling you, 60%.
That's what I mean. Like, mate, honestly,
is the money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly, 100%. Like, mate, you could probably name 10 massive clubs outside of England.
Yeah.
Other than that, everyone wants to come to England.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, man, players at Everton, Aston Villa,
like you know, if they could spend money, people would go there. Players would go and play for Everton and play for Aston Villa because they're massive clubs.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like clubs like that, Villa, Everton, West Ham, like some of those three clubs are probably spending more in player wages than like Atletico Madrid. You know, some of these other massive clubs, they're probably very similar wage structure. So, yeah, it allows so many better quality players to come to our league, and it doesn't mean that they always have to come to the bigger clubs. I feel like that's why the Premier League's so amazing. You can see a player like Paqueta going to West Ham, who's been so heavily touted in Europe. You know, you have all these sort of fantastic players going to clubs who aren't necessarily the top 6 clubs, and they're doing that because of the wages that club can offer. So. Still bad that I feel like if that does get introduced, we're going to see a lot less of that, mate. And it's just something
and a lot more quality leaving the Premier League. So that's the problem. Like, are we trying to decrease the quality of the Premier League? Because that's what the aim is. Because like right now, what's for example Erling Haaland on? He's easily on 400k a week, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 350 at least. Like
at least that's minimum. Like I'm telling you, that's minimum. That's what he's on. Ridiculous money. Don't get me wrong, but mate, if they can't give him that 400k a week, and then Barcelona and Real Madrid say, oh, you know what, mate, we'll give you 400k a week. Where do you think he's going to go? He's going to go Barcelona or Real Madrid. I'm not saying that that City is up there with them, as in like club-wise. I'm just saying they can't compete with the wage system that the other teams and the other bigger clubs can afford.
No, 100%, mate. 100%. So, yeah, look, no doubt between me and Semi. Both of us definitely don't want to see it in there, guys. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you welcome this salary cap? Or do you think it is absolute rubbish like me and Semi? Paul right there saying, you're gonna look like the mighty wind soon, mate. I'm like the Australian ginger version of the mighty wind, mate. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much, Paul, mate. I'll take that as a compliment. One of the pundits said, you reap what you sow, refused. Oh, this is on Isaac. Kenny says, one of the pundits said you reap what you sow. Refuse to train, refuse to play. It is karma. 100% Kenny, mate. He is being punished. If there is a football god out there, he is being punished by one. Oh, evidently, Gavin says the football gods have punished the rat and we suffer striking. Look, mate, yeah.
Well, look, they have. I mean,
they both got struck down.
Look, you know what? They were both unprofessional. See, that's where you go back and you look at it. Like, as much as I like that Wissa wanted to push to move to us, but what he did to Brentford wasn't right.
No.
It's not the right way to go around things. Like, it just shows that you're unprofessional.
Yeah, and if Wissa was training all those matches, all those training sessions like he was supposed to, if he had a proper,
he probably doesn't get injured. That's my point. Like, there's karma.
Fit?
Mate, what goes around comes around. It's a saying, but there's nothing more true than that saying. What goes around comes around. It's that simple.
It's a very good point, man, because look, if you look at Isaac's situation, you think if he didn't take off bloody 3 months of football to go on a bloody strike, then his form, you know, if he kept training, I know he was training at Real Sociedad by himself, but that doesn't do nothing. So if he was around the lads getting in some proper training sessions, you might not see this poor start that he's had to the season. And the same with Wissa. If he was training, if he was staying fit, there's a body.
You know what? Like if he just trained and he was in pre-season and he was doing his thing and for example, and then he ended up leaving, I wouldn't have minded. Like, you know what I mean? Because he was still doing what he was doing. But once he stopped doing that, but then again, like you look at what happened with Mark Gahey, yeah? Mark Gahey wanted to move to Liverpool. And they said, okay, we'll get you moved. We'll get you moved. We'll get you moved. We'll get you moved. And then he ended up staying. Why? Because they didn't sell him.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, okay, do you have to do what Isaac and Wissa did to force that move?
I think these days as sad as it is, man, I think if you want
like,
that
you know
move,
what I mean?
you've got to be a bloody rat. Yeah, that's a very good point, Sammy boy. Mark Gahey done things like they are supposed to be done. Stayed.
Even Eze, but Eze got the move.
Yeah, man. But I think the only positive in Gahey's situation is that obviously in the future, clubs know that he showed that loyalty. It probably looks a little bit better for a future club. But yeah, man.
Well, look, let's face it. Like, as much as we've tried to go for him as well, he's definitely going to end up at Liverpool because Konate is leaving. But still, like, he's a player I would have loved to sign. But you know what? Look, don't get me wrong. I'm actually kind of glad that we got Melekcha. I actually think he's better.
Yeah, I think better.
I think it worked out for us.
Similar. I think they're on the same quality wise. Yeah, I'm very happy with Malik Thiaw. So.
100%.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy with him. But yeah, very interesting, man. Very interesting how football works and
yeah, but you know what? Like, all these rules and all these changes, like they're just ruining football, mate. That's what they're doing. Just let it be. Just let it be the way it was, and I don't know. Just let us spend. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I want us to spend money.
That's the other thing, man. Like these days, the fans know more about some of these transfers and some of the players do in real time. So. It's just such a different world. This football world is. You got things like Fabrizio Romano forcing moves. You know, players pay Fabrizio Romano to force these sort of moves. So
not
clubs in general,
clubs pay.
Man. Yeah, clubs. Sorry,
clubs pay.
No, but
clubs pay.
Agents play him as well. Agents play him to put out moves. So with Garnacho.
Mate.
Garnacho is paying
that guy gets paid by Chelsea 100% because every day he's posting something about Chelsea.
Yeah, they're dodgy, man. There's a bit of links going on between Fabrizio Romano and Chelsea, that's for sure. That guy pretty much forces football transfers these days.
I swear to God he does, you know. Like, I don't know. He's all right, but he really gets it wrong as well. But, I mean, we had a few here we goes and we got stuffed over. Why he's here we goes. He was trying to probably force moves for Ekitike to Liverpool than us. Oh, yeah, here we go to Newcastle, but there is still a chance that he's going to Liverpool and Liverpool coming. I don't know, man. I could not tell you. Hey, Cos, where'd you go? Oh, hey, Cos.
Mate, you're back.
Hey, you're back. I don't know where you went.
You disappeared, mate. I've been here the whole time, mate. I don't leave, mate. Gavin Fuller on Elenga. Gavin says, in Elenga's defence, he is a confidence player. And the 2 games he played well, Barca and Union, he was hooked. Leave him on if he is playing well. We're also not using him set pieces. He took them at Forest. Yeah, look, man, I feel like being a confidence player in this day and age is...
Look, to be honest with you, if somebody cannot whip across while he's running, he'd not deserve to take one off a set piece.
Yeah, if you need to like fully stop all momentum to bloody whip across him, then maybe on set pieces it is a little bit of a concern. But man, I would love to start seeing Anthony Elenga whip these balls into Nick Waldemar.
Not just whip it. I just want him to gain a bit of confidence. Once he gains that little bit of confidence, he gets that goal, gets that assist. I think it will do him the world of good. You know what I mean? Just mate, just get out of this this hole and let's see what you do best, mate. Is run down that flank and absolutely damage wingers, damage defenders.
If there was one game I think Anthony Elenga could shine in, guys, and please don't ridicule me for this because this might be insane statement, but I think
already know where you're going to go with this.
Can shine in one game. I think it is against Manchester City on the counter attack, man. I think it is, Sammy boy.
Look, on the counter attack, okay, look, that I can probably agree with you with. I think we can hurt him, but the thing is, we cannot be playing at home and sitting back and just watching Man City do what they want to do because they will tear us to shreds.
Yeah, but man, if we play them,
we have to control the ball. It's the only way you're going to win a game is to control the game.
Bro, we can't control the ball though, man. We're like, this is so optimistic saying this. We're going to go out and control the midfield.
We have to though. That's the way you win a football game because you have to control a game. We can't just sit down and watch them do what they want to do because they will tear us to shreds.
I know we can't do that, but what evidence have you been given? What evidence have you seen that makes you believe
this season? No, I haven't seen any evidence. But you know what? We're good enough too. Because we've seen it last season, we've seen it the season before that, we've seen it the season before that. We can control a game.
Yeah, but in football, man, like sometimes you have to play systems. Systems make games, and I think the best system to beat this Manchester City side, as sad as it is, and as no one wants to
sit back. Do you see Arsenal sit back against Manchester City?
How are you comparing us to Arsenal?
No. Do you think Liverpool go sit back and against Manchester City? Do you think Chelsea does it? No, they don't. They go out there and they attack them. That's the only way you're going to get Manchester City is if you go out there and you attack them.
Look, man, I just don't think we can retain the ball well enough for us to be able to go and do that at all.
Yeah, but our team is good enough too.
I know it's good enough to, man, but not at this current time. Not at all.
No, at this current time, no. I get what you're saying. But the only way you're going to play yourself back into form is if you go out there and you control a game against Manchester City. Not go and sit back and try and get them on the counter. Come on, bro. We're not West Ham.
Guys, please let me know what you think. Are you on Team Corey here? Think being pragmatic, sitting back and hitting them on the counter is our only way to a point or 3 points?
Can I ask you something? All right, how do you win a football game?
Score goals.
Okay, so if you're going to sit back, you think you're scoring goals.
How do you lose a football game, Sammy? Conceding
goals. By sitting back. Exactly, by sitting back. Because a team like Manchester City will tear you apart. Come on, bro. If you don't know football, don't be.
Bro, this guy, as soon as our midfield 3 starts to build up a little bit of thing, a 6-yard pass by Bruno, dispossessed, the Gonzalez intercept, bang, first goal.
You know what, mate? Look, I don't care. I don't care if we go out there and we lose to Manchester City. You know what? Go out there and attack them. Show them that you're not scared of them.
I disagree, man. I think we...
What do you mean you disagree? Because we went and we did that against Liverpool. We almost won the game. I get we lost. The team that hey, look, you know what? We did it in 2 games. We sat back, even though we played good football in patches in those games, which was against Barcelona and against Arsenal. But what did we do majority of those games? We sat back, and what happened?
Yeah, and pressure came on. But it's still some
pressure came on because while you're sitting back, you're allowing them to come to you. Do not do that. Because once we actually went out there and we started playing football, mate, you know, if we had Big Nick playing against Liverpool, I promise you we don't lose that game.
Well, how did Aston Villa, let me ask you, how did Aston Villa beat Manchester City 4 or 5 weeks ago with the 1-0 win?
How?
Counter-attack, man. They sat deep and they countered them. That's the only way that Villa got a result against
Okay, can I
Manchester
ask you
City.
something? Who's got a better team, us or Aston Villa?
Us.
Okay.
I guarantee us.
So there's your answer. They have to play that way. We don't have to play that way.
Guys, let us know in the comments. Are you setting up? You're attacking. You've been on the front foot like Semi thinks, or are you sitting deep, hitting them on the counter attack and scraping a messy, disgusting?
Mate, you should not be doing that. We should not be doing that. It's that simple. Every time we've sat down and we've defended, what happens? We concede goals, we lose games. It's that simple. Like Michael Owen said, mate, the only way you're going to win a game is by you scoring more goals than your opponent. No bloody shit. Sorry about that, but yes. It's the only way you're going to do it. You have to go out there, you have to attack them, and you nick a goal or two. All right, but then don't go and sit back. You continue doing what you're doing. Control the game.
Sit back.
Because if Haaland gets opportunities, he's burying them. We can't afford that. We can't afford for Haaland to be able to get into spaces and have a chance at goal because, mind you, he gets that, he's scoring a goal. It's that simple. That's what he does. It's what he does.
I think Erling Haaland plays his worst football, man, when he's having to attack these low blocks. I think he's at
low
his
blocks of what?
Best, man. Low blocks of defense.
So he's been trying to low block defenses for the last 5 weeks. He's been banging them in. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, I think he struggles the most when teams set up deep.
Yeah, but what does Man City do?
They just ping it around the box, waiting for you to make an error.
Wait for you to make an error, or do they absolutely just relentlessly? This is at you. So why can't we play like that? Why can't we be at them?
Because we don't have Pep Guardiola and we don't have the players of Manchester City.
All right, I get it, but no, you're not gonna win a game by sitting back. You know, if we are to win a game by sitting back, I'll stop doing this podcast.
Looks like Sammy's got to stop doing this podcast in about 2 weeks' time.
What do you mean about 2 weeks? It's this Sunday.
Very unfortunate news. You think we're not going to, in the next few weeks, we're not going to absolutely nick a game by just counting?
I didn't say no. When have we done that this season? You told me one game that we've sat back and we've nicked the game. Yeah, exactly. You can't think of one.
Yeah, fair enough, but still. You might have
it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Mate, it does not work. You can't go and do that style of play and thinking it's going to work when it hasn't worked.
I agree with
it doesn't work.
I fully agree. Against most teams, it doesn't work. But I just feel like if we play on the front foot, we play and we're aggressive against Manchester City, we try and attack them, we're going to get intercepted we're going to get
I told
smacked.
you, we've done it twice this season. We've done it twice. That we've sat back and what happened to us? We did it against Arsenal. We did it against Barcelona.
Evidently,
whenever we went out and we attacked Liverpool. What happened? We scored 2 goals and we were very unlucky not to win that game. I get we lost because we had a man down. But we were unlucky not to win that game. Go out and attack them. I promise you. You will see a different Newcastle if we go out and attack them.
Well, like I said, guys, get your comments in. Whose side are you on? Do you want to sit deep and hopefully nick a result? Or do you want to be like Semi and be on the front foot?
Mate, we have to be on the front foot. It's the only way to win a game.
Very interesting to see what all of you people in the comments say. But we will get back to the comments because me and Sammy did go on a little bit of a rant there.
Mate, I was about to, mate, if I could go through the screen, mate, honestly.
Your fat head wouldn't fit through the screen, mate. There's no concern about that. Kenny reckons, play the girls, they just thrash Sunderland. Mate, get a few of the girls on the bench.
Get in, guys. Away the lasses.
Away the lasses. Very good performance by the girls. Very, very good performance. Gavin says, if we try and press them, they will deal with us. And that's what Liverpool did. Exactly right, Gavin. 1 point to Gavin.
I'm not saying, did I mention anything about pressing?
That's being on the front foot.
No. I didn't say anything about pressing. I said about controlling the game and you go out there and you attack them. Not pressing them. I'm not telling you to go press them. We can't press. With Voldemar up front, we can't press.
So how do you want to just ping the ball?
Control the game. Control the game. Our midfield's good enough to control the game. Why can't we?
This guy thinks we're still the same team from last season. It's like
We're better. Our teams are better. Our team is better. Yes, our team is gone better. We've got a better squad. So our team has gone better. Don't tell me that our team has gone worse since last season. You stop doing twirly whirlies, mate. Our team's gone better.
Is anyone hearing this? Am I the only one hearing this stuff? Or am I?
Mate, I'm not telling you our form is good, but our team has gone better. Come on, man.
The players in the team are better because it's not a better team. It's not a better team than what we've seen. The players
I'm not
might
telling
be
you
of
that
a
we're
higher
playing
quality.
better than what we have. No, but our team has gone better. Our team is better than what it was last season.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't seen any evidence of that, man. Paper's paper. I'm
I'm not
telling
you that about. I'm not talking about evidence, but we have seen evidence of us sitting back and losing games. And we have seen evidence whenever we go at a team, we score goals. It's that simple. You can't sit back.
No. All right. Well, I think that's Gavin giving me 1 point to my debate, so I'm going to take it. That's
you take Gavin.
1-0. Thank you very much, Gavin.
Yeah, but I
all
didn't
aboard
mention
the
anything
Corey
about
show.
Prestonham. I didn't mention anything about Prestonham. So what he's saying it's got nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying control the game. That's what I'm saying. Go out there and attack them. Go control the game and attack them. Not press them.
Control the
What do
game
you
without a
mean?
press.
What? Oh, okay. We're going to go control the game with us defending them. Okay, well done. Hey, that's a great way of thinking there, Corey. No wonder why you keep failing your exams.
Oh, bro, don't even bring it up, man. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting bloody nervous about this thing tomorrow. Woo! Anyway. So that's 1-0.
You've had more cakes over the weekend than studying, mate.
That's 1-0 to Corey, thanks to Gavin. Thank you very much, Gavin. And guys, get your comments in. Press or go on the front foot or sit back and counter. Let us know your thoughts. 1-0 Corey.
1-0 to Corey. Yeah. Keep looking at the comments, mate. Keep trying to find it if you can say any more.
Kim Kane says, please no more young talents that we cannot see. Yeah, look, 100%. I do not want to see any more youngins joining if they're not going to get any minutes. Or is that just a thing of recruitment? Maybe we need to sign some youngsters who are a little bit further.
Well, look, if you look at it under 20, they're not really performing. So we do need young guns. And maybe we might find a gem for all we know.
100%. And it's also just good. Hopefully we get some more younger players in just from sell-on value as well. It can be the youth academy.
Well, look, that's what we did with Minte, I guess, but we didn't really want to sell him. So, I mean, like, look, it could be beneficial, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I'll definitely like to see us adapt more of a Brighton-type scouting system. Sign a few of these younger lads on the cheap and then selling them for bloody 80, 100 mil.
Well, look, mate, I think that's what we have to do at the moment because of the PSR rules. But once you get rid of the PSR rules, what do you got? You're going to get the salary cap. Like, it just doesn't end for us, isn't it? Like, I don't know. They just keep doing it.
Yeah. Truls saying, Corey, you just see a glass half full, and that's a good trait, to be fair. I mean, I'm just a bit of an optimist, guys. I'm just a happy bloke these days. Always trying to see the brighter side of things besides my counter-attacking stance. That's probably not very glass half full, but thanks for that, Truls. Kim Cam saying, we're not ready for City's game. Anything is a bonus. Yeah, 100%. I don't think we can be versing Manchester City at a worse point in the season, to be fair. It's just a horrible time to come up against a side like that. But is there ever a good time to verse a side like Manchester City? I do not.
Well, look, mate, at the end of the day, there are 2 games that you're going to have to play them. So, mate, if you're not ready for them, I don't know. That's our problem. It's not their problem. That's why they are where they are and where we are. So, I mean, we haven't been ready for West Ham, let alone bloody Manchester City.
I agree with you, Sammy boy.
Like, you know what's killing me, and I've mentioned this in I think a couple of podcasts ago. Like, we're playing all these big sides at home. We've already versed Arsenal at home. We've versed Liverpool at home. We're versing Man City at home. We've got Tottenham coming up at home, and we've got Chelsea coming up at home. all these trips that we're losing away right now, we got to still verse the big guys away coming towards the end of the season or from next year. So, I mean, good luck to us. I don't know where the hell we're going to finish this season.
Yeah, we have not capitalised on this.
Nah, no chance in hell. No chance in hell. I mean, like all these games that we've let slip away from home, it's. I mean, that we are definitely going to rue them later on in the season. That's for
I
sure.
remember when the fixture list first came out, and I saw like we versed nearly all of the top 6 at home before going away. I thought, man, this can be such a great kickstart to the season. Get a few of these results.
Could have been right. It could have been
a bit of confidence, but it just has gone the complete opposite way. If this was the other way around, and all of these
honestly,
games,
I'm not even joking. I had us in the top 2 by Christmas. That was my prediction at the start of the year.
Yeah, see, I wasn't that optimistic, but I thought we were going to. I honestly thought that would still be within 6-7 points of the title around this time at the start of the season. I thought this was going to be.
I actually thought we'd be in the top 2. I really thought we would be in that top 2 in the start of the season.
I agree with you, Sammy. We have not capitalised on that.
Capitalised. We sit 14th, mate. I mean, there's a difference between not capitalising and bloody hell. Just wake up, guys. I mean, these guys are still sleeping. They still think it's pre-season.
Even pre-season wasn't any bloody good, mate.
Yeah, that's my point. We didn't even win a game in pre-season.
Thank God for the Champions League. Otherwise, this would have been a bloody disaster of a season, eh? I think the Champions League's honestly probably negating how bad.
Yeah, 100%. 100%
position we're in, eh?
100%.
But Jules, Gavin Fuller, says, thing is, players seem to get up for the top teams, which is worrying to me. But I think we get beat. When was the last time we beat them? Yeah, like you said, Gavin, we do seem to show up against the top teams, but even in those games we've played well, we haven't gotten the 3 points. So
no, look, we have recently got points against Arsenal. We drew, I think, at home to City last season. We beat Chelsea. We beat Tottenham. I mean, like they're the big sides that are around you as well that you need to beat. I think we even beat Tottenham away last season, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We lost to Chelsea away. Yeah, like we have been gaining points, but I don't remember the last time we beat City at home or away. I don't remember the last time we beat Liverpool at home or away. But other than them two, we have beaten the other sides. Manchester United, we've beaten Arsenal, we've beaten Tottenham, we've beaten Chelsea. But yeah, it's just those two squads that we just can't seem to beat in the Premier League.
Yeah, well, bloody such quality on those sides, man. But yeah, look,
I get that. I get there's a lot of quality in those sides, but you know what, mate? We're not the same side that we were 4 years ago. I mean, if we are here to compete, well, come on, guys, we've got to start winning those games. Like we've got to at least nick the ones at home.
Yeah, for sure. Kenny W says Tripp's bad form from last season came after he played with a young party girl in the Toon. His wife left him. Look, mate, if you're not happy wife equals a happy life, mate. So if you're dealing with that sort of stuff at home, then there is absolutely.
I'm married with 3 kids. I definitely know. Happy wife, happy life.
Maybe one day for me, if a woman finally decides that she can put up with me for more than 2 months because I'm a bloody very, very rough package to deal with. But maybe one day, happy wife, happy life. But I hope bloody Trippier gets back with his wife, mate, if that's the case, because that is news to me, Kenny. That is news to me.
And look, I think it's a bit too late for that. I mean, he is getting a bit old, so I think we just need to find a younger person that's married that won't cheat on his wife.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Sorry, Trips.
Sorry, Trips, mate. Sorry, Trips. Darren saying 70% of your income against wages to meet the ratio, I believe. 70% of your income against...
I thought it was 85. But even if it's 70, I mean, that is quite low.
Yeah, I still don't even know what that bloody means. Does that mean 70% of the income that you generate?
Say you generate. I think say you generate 500 mil as an example. You can only spend 70% of that.
That's heaps, but man. I know what you mean, like in comparison to how much you earn. Not many clubs are earning 500 mil, but
Or it's
that
3
seems
times
pretty
more.
high.
I think it's 3 times more what the lowest club earns. So say they earn 150 mil, as an example. I think you can spend like 300 mil. Yeah, but that's not. So you got to remember, whenever you got Manchester United, Liverpool, and you've got Manchester City, Chelsea that spend 500 mil bloody summer transfer window, they can't do that anymore.
No, okay.
Not like we do that. I mean, like I say, it's a bonus for us, but I mean, they can't do that, which is not a bonus for them.
Yeah. Truls here on a little bit of Eddie Howe negativity. It's been a bit weird during the international break. I haven't heard Eddie Howe 45 times a day, Sammy. It's been a bit of a nice change, but Truls saying here, this is Howe's 5th season, and
4th season.
if he fails in his 5th, he took Bournemouth down in his 5th season. Look, man, I think it's just the way you look at it. I think it's just the way.
Go, Corey, go.
I think it's the way you look at it. You can obviously see the league form and everything and be like, you can make shouts for what you've just commented there, Truls. But you can also look at it that we're 3 games away from another cup final. You can also look at it that we're performing absolutely unreal in the Champions League. So, look, man, I think just Eddie's got way too much going for him at this current time. I've still got so much faith in him. And I think a lot of our fans are forgetting we're literally 3 games away from another final and another trophy. So if he can pull that off, man.
Mate, we're 3 games away from the top 4. That's what people aren't getting either. I mean, we're not that far behind. I get we've had a rough start to the season. But, mate, if we change it and we go on a massive run like we did last season, we're back up there. Like, and trust me, all these Eddie Howe doubters aren't going to be around. I can almost certainly guarantee it. Like, I get that we've lost games. I get that we aren't performing, but we do. If he gets it right again, I mean, like I said, we do have a better side playing than last season, and we do have a better side. And once they get going, I mean, like I said, we'll be very hard to beat. We just need that form to change, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's against Manchester City. I highly doubt it. I mean, Manchester City are too strong at the moment.
Yeah, Truls. I very much appreciate all your comments. One of the absolute custodians of the breakfast show, you Truls, but I do have to disagree with you here. I think the Eddie Howe slander is just a little bit unwarranted for me. We saw this with Pep. Was it last season or the season before?
Last season, they went on a 10-game winless run, mate.
Yeah, when he's
at least we're winning in between.
Yeah, like at least we got some. But
we're winning.
We saw how many people and pundits saw Pep's done now. He's lost all these games. Bloke came back with absolute vengeance. We've seen Arnie Slot won the Premier League in his 1st season last year.
Mate, they scored 3 goals against us in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, so look.
Vengeance, my God.
Too early for that sort of talk for me, Truls, but very interesting point regardless.
But if they were to come back and win it this season, it will not surprise me. Not one bit.
Who's City?
Yeah, if they come back and they beat Arsenal, like they topple Arsenal, it will not surprise me. No, I'm telling you, not even a bit.
I'd love it. I hate Manchester City, man, but I'd just love to see Arsenal do it one more time.
Like, to be honest with you, I don't like either of them. I don't like. Look, I like City. I like City. Like, I don't know, mate. But I mean, change is good. It's good for the league. We can't just consistently. It's Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester City. Like whenever Manchester United went on their bloody run as well, like it gets boring. You want it to be competitive. You don't want it to just consistently be on one side. Mate, I hope they get their 115 charges done this season and get relegated. For the love of God. I mean, if they've been cheating all this time as well, like what do they do? Okay, for the last your last 8 titles, are going to be stripped. I mean, what happens to that?
No.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say here? Like they've dragged it on for too long, especially with these 115 charges.
Yeah, I agree. Darren commenting on the salary cap rules. He says you can get around the salary cap with sponsors on top, like Haaland's wages increase to $800K a week with sponsorship like the US Sports. Darren, mate, you seem to be pretty clear on finances, mate. I've got my tax return coming up soon, so if you want to get some dodgy bloody tax accountant for me, Darren, my email is coreycotter621@gmail. So if you can send me your resume, Darren, I am in need of a new accountant, mate. And I love some dodgy financial stuff, mate. So Darren, get aboard, get on board, mate. What else do we have here? Sorry, guys, I am so far behind on the comments here because me and Semi go on to these bloody rants. Gavin says it means that the cartel can constantly make mistakes and put it right where we have to get everything right. Very, very good point.
Not whenever
Gavin.
we can go out and spend a lot of money. I mean, you don't have the PSR rules or the financial fair play, or you don't have this bloody salary cap. Trust me, we're going to be signing a dozen players, and surely we get one of them right.
For sure. Kenny saying, Reed, Ivan Toney wants to come back from Saudi. Oof, what an addition he would be, man. Ivan Toney as another option.
Ivan Toney? Yeah, but look, he's been there for 3 seasons, hasn't he?
I think 2.
I think his contract was like 600K a week or something. Like something ridiculous. So he's gone, he's made his money, now he wants to come back to the Premier League. I mean, that's what players will do. That's what players will eventually do if this salary cap comes in. They'll make their money, they'll come back.
Yeah, 100%.
So you're not going to have the best players consistently in the Premier League. That's what will happen.
100%. We'll almost be like a stepping stone towards whatever is the next league who can start offering
that's what I'm trying to say.
$1,000 a week.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Very good point. Yano, welcome, Yano. I haven't seen you this morning, mate. So very, very nice to see you on the breakfast show. He says, morning, guys. You are under the illusion that PSR is to protect clubs. It's designed to protect the status of the Big Six.
Yeah, we know that.
Did we know
100%.
that? I did think it was to protect.
Yeah, that's what it's for. It's so it doesn't break the trend. It doesn't break the triangle. Because teams like us, Aston Villa, can't spend the money that these guys can spend. That's what it's made for. Because if we could go out and spend money, I mean, we're breaking the triangle.
But you've knocked down the triangle.
That's what it's for.
The Saudis turn it into a circle, turn it into a square, mate. Get rid of the triangle.
Well, mate, with the salary cap, it's going to be like the salary cap. It will sort of make the league more competitive, but it will affect the performance of English clubs in Europe.
This can't be right, Semi Boy. This comment can't absolutely. This has got to be wrong. It says Tony is on 500K a week.
Yeah,
that can't be right. Surely,
of course it's right. What do you think? What do you think is going to go? You think he's going to go to the Saudi league for less? Is that what you think he's on?
$500,000 a week,
mate. Who the hell wants to go play in Saudi Arabia? It's like 40 degrees. Every game you're playing, it's like 40 degrees. Who the hell wants to go do that? But by the time you get on the pitch, you've sweated out what you're going to do in 90 minutes in England.
Bro, 500K a week is insane, eh? Like, that's my point, that, bro?
But that's my point. Like, if you look at the wage bills now, like players are earning 200K a week, and players are earning 150K a week. That is insane already. Like, no person in the world should be earning that money. Like, I get it's a massive sport. I get it's for entertainment. But mate, we're lucky to make that in 3 years, and they make that in a week. Like, you know what I'm trying to get at here? Like, it's insane, and these guys get it in pounds. So like, if you're gonna change this to Australian, that's 300K. Like,
bro, that is such insane money, man.
Like, insane. Like, these guys can pay off my loan in 3 weeks.
Fire out. That is absolutely unreal. But yeah, sorry guys. I literally just saw that comment and nearly had a brain aneurysm knowing that there is a bloke out there earning $500,000 a week to kick a football.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, these guys earn way too much money. Like, for Alexander Isak to go and throw his toys on the bottle when he was earning 220K a week. Come on, mate. Like, that's what annoys me. Like, mate, you're getting a truckload of money. I was going to say something else, but a truckload of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's bloody
Come on, guys.
unreal. But guys, we are approaching the end of the show, so we will finish up with all of your comments. And then in about 20 minutes' time, we've got Chris, the American Mag, and the all-time GOAT, the Mighty Win, going live in about 20 minutes' time. So, guys, make sure you stay through to the end of this show, and then straight after that, the lads will be going live. So, a jammed-packed Monday morning here on NUFC Talk TV. And Yano saying, apparently Ilenga has off-field issues at the moment. Give him some time. I'm pretty sure...
if he's got off-field
just...
issues, don't play him. I mean, because he becomes a liability to the team. It's like Trippier. Whenever he was going through what he was going through, he didn't play.
Yeah. Yeah, evidently. I think... Look, guys, everyone's human. If you're suffering with something at home, you know how hard it is to go to bloody work and perform sometimes.
Of course it is.
So, like we said, it's still somewhat early, and I think we do definitely.
Yeah, but see, that's where I'll go back and I look at. See, that's where I'll blame Eddie Howe. I'll blame the coaching staff. I blame the club. Okay, protect your players. Don't just. Okay, you know he's not performing, and you know there's something going on. Okay, just I don't know what's going on, mind you. I have no idea. Right? It could be something good. It could be something bad. I don't know. But if it's affecting him at work, it's like what any good boss does. Okay, mate, go take the week off. Get your mind straight. Come back with a clean slate. That's what any right boss does. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Honestly, man, I don't even think it's really... Like, I don't think Anthony Elenga's... this is all speculation. Obviously, none of us know, but I just don't see Anthony Elenga as the sort of player to... turn down playing time or say that he's not up to it. I'm not sure if it's been communicated with the club how he's feeling or what that might be. But yeah, if that is the issue, hopefully there is a bit of communication between Anthony Elenga and the club, because you definitely don't want to be playing when you're already going through some stuff at home. So
that's what it is, mate. Like, so that's all right. If there's something going on and it's showing in his performances, okay, like. Do the club good, do him good at the same time, you know, because none of them, like, he's not performing, and if obviously something's going on in the background with him, I mean, you got to protect your players as well, mate. Can't hear you, cuz.
Yeah, so all the best to Anthony Elenga. Let's hope that it is just a little bit of a small period that he's going through, but everyone here is hoping that he does come back in fine form, because I definitely do think we have a player on our hands. But look, let's just hope.
I think he's a brilliant player. I actually think he's a brilliant player, but he's just not performing. And obviously, we need performances now. And it's not. Look, a lot of players of ours aren't performing at the moment, but he's just the standout. Unfortunately for him.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get through a few of these comments quick fire. So Trull says, if we attack City, we lose big time the way we're playing. 2-0, Semi-boy. That's 2-0 to Corey on the tactics for the Manchester City game, mate. Don't be angry. Don't be sad.
I didn't say that we're
corrected. Just be corrected. Sorry, I just can't. I don't know if I can hear you over me being completely right, but try one more time, Semi. I'll see if I can hear you now.
All right, no worries. Look, once we start defending against Manchester City and we get flogged, and then we'll see on Monday morning who was right.
Sorry,
look,
mate.
hey, mind you, to be honest with you, actually, I hope you guys prove me wrong. That means we beat Manchester City. I'm happy. So, hey, look, it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation for me.
Me, Gavin Fuller, and Trulls, mate, we're tactical masterminds, Semi, so you don't need to worry about our opinions. We know what's best, and that's all that matters,
hey, look,
mate, so.
That's why Eddie Howe's the manager, not you guys. Just putting it out
there. Yeah, Trulls again saying players don't have financial issues, but they do have mental issues and so on. Very, very true, man. They are not robots. They are professional athletes and humans at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, we're just here watching them do what they do best, and I think it affects us, affects our lives more than it affects theirs.
Yeah, when you're waking up at Monday morning at 1 o'clock, mate, and then after going back to bed, it is a
Don't
bloody,
remind me. Don't remind me.
it's a rough one, mate. It's a
Don't
rough
remind
one.
me. Well, like
But
the Manchester City game here in Australia, it's 4:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning. So,
that's a bit
like,
more
just
manageable, but still rubbish.
manageable. It's 4:30 in the morning. Like, I mean, you
That's
got to
better
try
than
and sleep
1
on a
a.m.,
Saturday night. Look, at 1 a.m. you can sort of stretch it, but 4:30 you have to sleep beforehand to wake up for it.
Yeah, I need a bit of help with some other things, mate, if I'm staying up to that time. But
That's
yeah, I
what
can
I'm
usually
saying.
manage the 4 o'clock. Gavin says City wants us to open up and try and play. They will take us apart. Liverpool trying.
They're going to take us apart either way.
Oh, sounds like another comment agreeing with me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Darren, I think, is agreeing with you here, Sammy Boys. He says, in the days of nicking games, that used to work under Rafa's tactics. So I can't tell, Sammy, but
Well, that's 3-1.
yeah, I think we might have a 3-2 here.
What is it?
Still bad, Dad says, Sam is right. You can't sit in defence with City. No way. 3-2. Jesus, guys, what are we doing? I thought Team Corey 3-2 is not good.
Come on, are we going to level it up?
Good, guys.
Are we going to level it up? Is there another one?
So I bet I'm
Holes
still
are
ahead
in.
by 1 goal. Everyone just get down in there, say counter attack. Thank you very much before the end of the show. Yanu says, Sam the Bug Slayer says, attack them. That's what I mean, man. He's just aggressive, whether it's bugs, whether it's football. It's always just attack.
Hey, is that not the best way to be, though? Aggressive? What, like, mate, look, you've seen us play like a bunch of girls and we're losing.
That's true.
All right, go out there, maybe go a pair and go get into them.
Yeah.
Break
Yano
some
also
legs, guys.
agreeing with you, Sammy. Sam, 100% right. When the first 11 is available and selected, we are better than last year. Haven't seen any evidence of that, Yanu, but Sam would be very happy to read that comment, mate. So appreciate that.
No, we are a better team. Okay, if you look at our team last season and look at our team this season, is it better or is it worse?
I think as a team we played better last season, but I think this season we've got a better squad.
Yes. So we do have a better squad. We're just not playing that way at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't think we're a better
Yeah, but
team
once we get it
necessarily.
right, you don't think we're going to be playing better football?
Yeah, I just want to see us hurry up and get it right first. So I can't comment that without seeing it first. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
but I'm saying, but that's my point. I'm telling you, we can't sit back against City because we've seen it multiple times this season and we've lost. But same how you're telling me you're a technical genius.
How many games have we gone on the front foot and also lost, though, man? Like, it's just...
Which ones? You tell me.
West Ham.
Which one? We were on the front foot against West Ham. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, well, we're going for the game, man. We weren't sitting back. We had, how much possession did we have that game? Like 65, 70% of the ball or something.
That was one of the worst performances I've seen in the last 4 years. You're telling me we were on the front foot.
I know, but we controlled the ball, held possession like you wanted us to do.
Hey, that was great work, that one. I mean, they did us proud by controlling the ball.
Anyway.
No, mate, whenever you control the ball, you create something. You just, I mean, they haven't created anything. Create something.
Yeah. All right. Kim Cam says, the financial changes are irrelevant to Newcastle. The owners never spend enough the last 4 years anyway. They can spend more money, but did not. Fact. Yeah, well, I think this season...
Sorry, Cotter.
Yeah, I think this season was the season we're finally going to see them go out and spend that all that money that we've been expecting us to spend these past 4 seasons, but just such poor backroom stuff, just due to such poor organisation by the club. But the later half, unfortunately, this big transfer window that was supposed to splash in, we did not. So I do agree with you there, Kim Cam.
Corey, your internet is just as poor as Newcastle's form at the moment, mate. Just putting it out there.
Oh, is it lagging a bit?
Yeah, it was a bit laggy, yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, they have spent a fair bit of money, but we could have spent more. Definitely, I agree.
100%. Guys, we'll finish up with a few more of the comments because we've got the American Mag, Chris, and the big mighty win coming up within the next 10 minutes. Our favorite married couple. So, guys, please stay tuned and stay to the end of the show to see our favorite married couple go through their marriage counselling like they usually do. Guys, the bedwetters are real, man. They exist everywhere. Be careful not to stand in the puddles they leave behind them. Tony, the revenge of the crew. Welcome, Tony, mate. I don't think I've seen you on the breakfast show here, so a very warm welcome. He says, they come from a land down under. How did you end up being Newcastle fans? Semi boy, you want to tell them about Santiago, mate?
Yeah, so I watched the movie Goal. Never used to watch football, and that was it, man. I've been going for Newcastle for almost 18 years now, and we've definitely had ups and downs.
Yeah. For
but
me,
wouldn't change it for the world, mate. Up the Mags.
Up the Mags. Yeah, for me, mate, my grandfather was from Gateshead, but the rest of my family are Man United supporters. So I did jump the train to the mighty Toon, and thank the Lord I did. But
He chose the real United.
There's only one United. So yeah,
Definitely.
Very welcome to you, Tony, mate. Good to see you on the morning show. What else do we have here? Tony says, PSI is to stop us offering more wages than the likes of Liverpool and Man United. Protect the cartel, mate. Always got to protect the cartel.
Mate, you got to protect the big six, that's for sure. No one's allowed to break into it.
That's it, mate. That's it. Lynn says, Saudi wages are crazy and they don't pay tax. I think that's why they can't return for 2 years or they will have to pay tax. You could be onto something, Lynn, there, because it seems like all the contracts in Saudi Arabia are only 2 years, even if they are signed for about 5 years. So you could be onto something there.
Definitely.
Yano says, lots of money to spend. If we don't qualify Europe, we'll be selling players, not buying them. Once again, I agree with you there. Still bad dads says too much. You sent me, mate. You got a supporter here. Tony says, I like the angry man on the right. He talks sense. They like the angry man on the right, Sammy boy.
Thanks, mate. You know what? Like sometimes I do get angry. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a natural thing, but it's more passion. I like to talk with passion because the club should be doing so much better than what they're doing, and it's just been so disappointing because we've spent money. We've got a much better side than what we did have last season, and it's just been it's sort of abysmal to watch. So I think it's more passion than anger than and disappointment, should I say? But yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you.
Well, Sebi is usually our resident happy clapper, man. So it's a little bit of a disappointment seeing him get all fired up and.
Don't worry, mate. I think you're going to see the non-happy clapper very soon, mate. You're going to see it a lot more often.
Sam's borderline bipolar, guys. So one day you might be getting happy clappy Sam. The other day you're going to get abusive.
Look, it depends. If I've eaten, you're going to get a happy clapper, mate. If I haven't eaten before the show, you're all spewing.
Don't worry, guys. This bloke, he will never not eat before the show. He's a big boy, mate. He needs to get his tucker in. So that is not.
I might go get myself a couple of burritos now, mate. I don't know.
Spicy chicken burrito, Sammy?
Mate, from GYG. Oh, mate. Wow. Hey, extra chicken in there too. Forget it.
Bro, I can't go to work for like an hour the next morning if I have spicy chicken burrito in case I might gas the entire work site out. So.
Oh, mate, yeah, I wake up hungry after it as well.
Yeah, no, GYG is like a nuclear disaster in your stomach, mate. Eating one of those burritos is like having a Chernobyl in your stomach. Absolute nuclear radiation zone. Do not come near. Do not come near. Two Coin Phrase says, if Elenga was firing, I'd consider the low block and counter approach, but he isn't. We have Hall on a flat back four, so I imagine this is a balanced approach. That's a very good point, Two Coin Phrase. The only reason I really said I'd like to see us set up in the counter attack is because of how much pace we have on the wings. And I think Elenga would benefit in that approach in the City game. But You are right, man. He's not firing. So what indicates that he'll be able to do anything, even in a counter?
See, that's the thing, mate. We can't. We have to be on the front foot against City. We cannot sit down and sit back and watch them do what they want to do. Because I'm telling you, regardless, if we're not going to go out there and perform, they're going to tear us to shreds. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And a very, very big comment here. We have the owner, the custodian of NUFC Talk TV, Chris, the American Mag. I'm awake, ringer now at 4:30 a.m. You wankers. Chris, mate, what he does for this channel, waking up at 4:30 in the morning. Everyone, like the video for Chris doing that for all of us lovely people.
Welcome aboard, Chris.
Welcome aboard, Chris, mate. Welcome aboard. And some very, very disappointing news here. Sam, we have 3-3 here in the comments. Gogs says, Sam, you're right. But he can't spell right, so maybe I'll take a full point away and I'll give him a point.
Give me half a point, huh?
Yeah, so I'm still up by half a point, so all good, guys. Sorry, Gogs, mate. Sorry, Gogs. All right, guys, we'll do 3 more comments and then I will have to end the show because we've got the big American Mag and the big Mighty Win. Next. Gavin says, I think a mid-block, not a low block. Marco says, Ivan Toney is supposedly available in January. And Kim Cam says, please can someone tell me how many bricks the PO build in Newcastle? Anyway, Sammy boy, we are approaching the end of the show. Mate, did you have anything you wanted to say to these fine, beautiful people on The Breakfast Show?
Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I was a bit angry, but it's been a great show, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah, guys, it has been an absolutely wonderful show. I just want to give a few shout-outs to a few of the regulars here on the channel. We've got Yano, we've got Kim Cam, Marco, Gavin, Darren, Lynn, just to name a few. I know there was a lot more of you guys, but they are the people that are regularly on the show. So next week, we'll do the same thing. We'll give a shout-out to all of the regulars and the mainstays here on The Breakfast Show. But guys, it's been an absolutely wonderful show. Your comments make the show what it is. Us Aussie lads love talking to some proper Geordies and Newcastle fans from all around the world. So, guys, we probably won't be here tomorrow morning, but for the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will be here. Maybe tomorrow, guys, but we will keep you updated. And guys, the boys do go live in 3 minutes, so stick around for their show. It should be an absolute belter. Always nice seeing Win and Chris go through their marriage counselling live on YouTube. But yeah, that concludes it all for us boys here on The Breakfast Show.
And good luck with the exam tomorrow there, Corey.
Thanks, mate. I'm going to
take it easy, guys.
All right, guys. We'll catch us
early in the morning. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.